you must make sure you're there before sunset because there are lions roaming around. So you can imagine now.
Wow.
So I knew what I wanted. When I saw her, I was like, she's the one. And she's free, vacant. No one is occupying the space. So I'm the person. So there was no time to waste. I didn't even take me 3 days for what? For what?
Welcome back to Show Me God Ministries platform, the series, The Story Behind. I am your presenter, Kahleko. Today we are joined by a power couple, Pastor and Mrs Marandure. They are going to share their love story. From their testimony, you are going to discover that indeed love can be found in the most unexpected places. Stay tuned. Welcome to Show Me God Ministries, Pastor and Mrs Marandure. It's an honor to be having you on the show today.
Thank you. Yeah, it's quite an honor.
All right. So, may you kindly first of all give us your full names, where you are staying, and the career paths that you are taking.
Okay. Let me honor lady.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I'm Adelaide Marandure.
Right.
And we're currently staying in Chinoi.
All right.
Okay. And Science Marandure. Science Kudakwashi Marandure. Yes. And we currently staying in Chinoi. Yes, where we are serving in the Seventh-day Adventist Church as the district pastor for Chinoi South District. Yes, and which is, that's our career, rather our calling. Yes, we rather say our calling to the side of Zimbabwe.
Powerful.
Yes.
So, as you are knowing, as you are aware, that the program is the Story Behind series.
Okay.
The viewers would want to know where you came from, what transpired in order for the two of you to finally become one. So you may start as from when you first met and what transpired.
Okay. As usual, we honor lady.
I know you can.
Okay. Now this is what happened. It was around 2016. Was it 2016 or 2015? Somewhere thereabout.
It was 2014.
14.
It was 2014, yes.
Yes. You know, when you're in love, at times you get to forget things.
Okay.
Yes. It's not necessary to forget things. You must be remembering the person. You know how it is. Okay, fine. So we met in a place called Huyo. Yes, it's in Karoi.
Okay.
So what happened is that I was about to finish my studies in Solos University.
Right.
And then I was staying in Harare. So our then conference executive secretary, which is Dr. Mzira, or who was Dr. Mzira, he called me with an assignment to go and preach or conduct a week of spiritual emphasis, rather a week of prayer to Huyo Primary School. I had no idea where that place was on earth. So I had to ask around to those who may have gone there before. So I remember asking this other senior pastor who had been there before. So he described and tried to map a way and for me to understand kind of a place where I was going and also giving me directions.
Okay.
So according to me, it was a place which was, I don't know what I would describe it, but it was a bit scary because he would tell me, you must make sure you're there before sunset because there are lions roaming around. So you can imagine now.
Wow.
So I was a bit scared, but I could not say I can't go there because it was an assignment given unto me. And there were people there. So I had to go there. So I kind of delayed on the day of departure. Then I had to leave the following day. I knew people were really expecting me there. So I went there and I got I got into some public transport. And then I was in Karoi. When I got into Karoi now, I was supposed to get another lift that was to take me there. So it was around sunset. And I just thought, let me just ask. Perchance I may find something, but I was prepared to sleep in Karoi, then proceed the following day. Then someone told me, there's a small minibus. It's about to be full, it's going that direction. So I was excited. I went, I inquired from the bus ring, and they said, there it is. They showed me, and then I was in that thing. I had to ask them more than 3 times, are you sure? This thing is passing through Huyo Primary School. And they said, Huyo Primary School, it's an Adventist primary school. So to me, I was surprised, because what I was told is, you have to drop off somewhere very far, and then you have to walk, and then that's where lions are.
All right.
So I was like, thank goodness me, there's something that's actually passing through this thing. So I had not to ask twice. I had to get in, bought my ticket, and that minibus had to leave around, I think around 7 there. It was a bit dark, but I was not worried anyway because I knew I was going to, So on our way, we got there. It was so late in the evening. I looked for the headmaster's house, found it, and there I was. So the following day, and now students are gathered for their morning service. There I was. It's a new place. I'm actually trying to familiarize myself with the place. I'm seeing, okay. And there was this other lady now, a teacher. I was like, okay, here's someone. And let me prepare my sermon. And that's what I did. Okay. So I was preaching in the morning. I was also teaching the teachers and the headmaster. I was also preaching in the evenings. And I was kind of like, there's someone there. There's someone there. But I wasn't sure. I was coming from a heartbreak, and many heartbreaks, how it is. So I was nurturing heartbreak. So, I was so scared to start something new. I was like, I think I'm not good with these things. So I'd given up on them. But I was like, okay, but still I can appreciate beauty, but I can't do anything. I'm scared. I didn't want anything to do. So for some reason, the headmaster and his wife, as we were having our supper, was like, Pastor, you're not married. I said, yes, I'm not married. I said, but you know what, Pastor? In this school, there's some young ladies, but we recommend one lady for you.
Wow.
She's quite beautiful. Very, very principled. I think she will be a good person for you to consider. And I was like, I didn't want to get into details with that. I didn't want anything. So the other day, I don't know how it happened. It was an assembly thing, and students are there, and I was working there to wait for my turn to present. And then, for some reason, she was standing, I think, close to a class or what.
By my classroom door.
Exactly, I still remember. So, trying to pretend as if I'm looking for some shade, I had to go close, standing closer. When no one is suspecting what's happening, I had to go stand closer in the shade at least. To have a close, at least, okay. So we're saying, love the Lord. Love the Lord. And it was like that, and it was like that. All right, fine. So I then inquired, where is this young lady coming from? Where does she stay? Somehow I met one of the teachers. We were together in Solosi, though he was training something.
Okay.
So I had to ask, okay, so, when you want to know something, you come from that angle and you want to go to that angle. Mm-hmm. So who is that person? Oh, so where does that person come from? Oh, okay, now about that one. Oh, okay, about that one. And where you want to really understand what's happening so that no one is suspicious. Mm-hmm. So I got to hear she is coming from Rewa. I had no idea where Rewa is, but I knew it's somewhere far, outside of Harare. Then I'm like, and I'm staying in Harare. I need to travel again. Definitely I can't do that. And now, but if this thing fail, I'm done with this thing. So I had to give up. So my week was done and I left. And I went back to Harare and proceeded with life as usual. Mm-hmm. So that's what happened. Then after a year, there was a funeral. One of my relatives had lost a very close sister. So we were like, what are we doing here? Let's go and see others and comfort each other there. Okay. So we went. There I was with my other nephew of mine, cousin of mine. There we were. So we went up there. It was a flat thing. So we're up there sitting and we are singing and we're preparing for the service. Yeah, for that devotion. So she walked in. Mm. After a year, she walked in. I was like, I think I know that face. Mm-hmm. So I was like, what? Okay. But now I don't remember where I saw this person. Wow. What's her name? Where did I see her? But I remember, I think there's a time I saw her and my heart kind of skipped a bit. But, okay. But where? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Then I was like, should be in Solusi. Should be in Solusi. Or somewhere in Harare. So I was worried. I really wanted this preacher to get over this thing so that I get to know what's happening. But I looked at her when she was sitting in some corner with some ladies. I was like, hey, she once was beautiful, but now she's too beautiful. Could it be she's married? But what is she doing here? Mm-hmm. If she's here on the ticket that she's related to people, then she becomes my relative. So I've lost it again. So what is she doing here? I was so worried. What is she doing here? Mm-hmm. And who is she? Now, how am I going to ask her now? Who are you? This thing won't go well. But she may remember me very well. And now I've forgotten. Mm-hmm. How will I know? So I was sitting there, and this guy preached. I don't even remember the sermon that he preached. I was like, let him finish. And then he finished. He said, I'm not going to stand up. As everyone is leaving, I'm going to kind of delay so that she passes by. So it went. So as she was close to me and she knew I was going to greet her, but there was no other way. So she smiled at me and I was like, she knows me. Yeah. And now I confirmed, but who is she? I'd forgotten about. Who is she? And is she married? Is she related here? I was so confused. My ways of trying to find out and asking her. I think there was a thing. What was it? The following day. It was a Friday. Mm. It was a Friday. And the following day, there was some youth program, I think. Mm-hmm. Some youth program. Yes, so... And then she says, hey, we are going that direction tomorrow, Pastor. Are you coming? And I was like, no, I'm not coming. Why? You see, if I would come, the problem is you guys will be sitting with your boyfriends and I'll be alone. I was trying to get to know. And then she says, no boyfriend. Then I was like, at least one down. She's single. Check. Then I'm asking, so what are you doing here? Are you related? No, we fellowship with these people, so we just here to come to comfort them. Oh, you're a stranger. Check. So she's not related here. Once she's not married, she's not even related here. I think I'm good to go. So, but then, when the last time we met? Pastor, you remember when you come to, we was like, that lady. But she was staying in Murewa. So what are you doing in Harare? I thought you were staying in Murewa. No, I don't stay in Murewa. I'm staying in town here. We're staying right here in Avenues. I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
My prayer is answered. Then we exchanged phone numbers, contacts as usual. Then we're talking, and then the following day I knew she'll be there. Anyway, I didn't go. No, I didn't want to act desperate. Sorry, I just didn't go there. I was trying to play hard to get as well, trying to say, So I didn't go there. As much as I wanted to go there, but if I go there, then she'll say, that pastor is busy following me. So I didn't want to go. But I knew we would meet the following day since it was going to be a burial thing. So we met there. She came. Who was there first?
I think it was you.
It must have been me. Yes, because there was a time later on I looked around, I couldn't see. Then I saw her. She was dressed in some yellow dress.
You still remember?
Oh, okay, I forget that. So I saw, and then I was like, she's here. Then we wound up time. Then later on, fine, we hooked up. We started talking. That's all we started. And then we get to realize, as we're talking, somehow our parents were friends back then.
Okay.
As we're growing up in Chitumbiza. So she would say, my parents, they always mention about you guys. Like there were people once fellowship, they went, then they moved to Mtare. I was like, okay. So it was something nice. Anyway, we can't remember what happened because we were very small. But when I told my parents, hey, there's this girl and this is her name, and it was like, what? Oh, so it was like an easy go thing. I mean, that's what I still remember. Maybe she remembers something different from a different perspective.
Not at all. You've said it all.
All right. So we have finally met twice.
Oh, yes, twice. Yes.
Are there any other situations where you then met more intentionally, apart from the coincidence that there's probably a youth program whereby you actually strategized a meeting with him?
Well, once she's in, you can tell she has given in already, and you love her as well, and there's chemistry that you can't avoid, yeah. So definitely you need to plan almost every day meetings, to make sure you do your thing properly, you put your cement right and your footing is correct. So that's what we've been doing. Now that she was in town, they were staying in town, I was staying a bit out of town, so we would meet in town. That was more of a common place we would meet. She was where were you teaching then? But we would meet in town quite oftenly. Yes, we would meet in town quite oftenly. And then around, what was the name of that place?
Where I was working.
No, where we would meet in town.
It was Chicken Slice.
No, we would go to Chicken Slice. Yes, we would go to Chicken Slice. But there was a place, construction house.
I don't remember.
It's next to Chicken. Yes, we would meet there. I think it was easier.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we would go to Chicken Slice at times, and in times we go to. She introduced, what was that?
Bello. That was Bello.
Yeah, Bello had some nice chips. Yeah. At times we would go to Chicken Slice. Is it?
Yeah.
Chicken Slice, exactly. When it's cold, we'd grab a cup of coffee and what?
And a pizza.
Yeah, I would eat a lot of pizza. Yeah, and but at times, I would sacrifice, my combi money, buy stuff and that.
Wow.
Take it, and she doesn't know about it. Then I'm like, hey, I'll see you later. Yeah, then I'll try to walk fast to make sure I cover up the distance. It is. You don't want to disappoint. You need to be pressing all the time. Yeah, even if you don't, you don't have enough money for chips, you just say, hey, today I feel like just having a free seat. And you can't afford. But no, it was nice because so like I was buying all the time. She would also buy for me.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Impressive.
She would buy for me. Yes. It was good. So it's not like I was the one who was trying to do all the things and what. She was. So to me, it was a bit like, okay, this is somehow different. She's also coming through, and it was fun. It was fun. It was not a burden. It was not anything. It was something that you always look up to or forward to. And unless if I was busy, then we would not meet. But if I was free, we would always create space for that.
Okay.
Yes, until we're staying together.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. So we are seeing the pizzas, the chicken slices there.
Yes.
How long did it take for the two of you to know each other until you finally popped the question?
I can say the question somehow was popped in a very cunning way. It was not like, today I'm going to pop it. No. It was somehow in the process. Of what. Then the question just slides in, and you hear a positive response, and you're like, I think so, we're good to go. It is, yeah. But eventually you start expressing how much you love each other. Exactly. But it was not a long process like I'd wait for 3 months or 6 months. No, I knew what I wanted. When I saw her, I was like, she's the one. And she's free, vacant. No one is occupying the space, so I'm the person. So there was no time to waste. It didn't even take me 3 days for what? For what? When you know what you want, stop pretending as if you don't want.
Thank you.
Stop trying to be like, hey, I think I'm not hungry. Please don't give me the food when you're hungry. Just eat the food when it's given. So I know what I wanted. To take what was on offer. Yeah. And then there she was. Mature, of course, she didn't want to say, let me try to play hard to. It was just like that.
Wow, this is impressive.
Yes.
And our viewers, I believe they have been informed.
Okay.
Because especially for the gentlemen, they hesitate to just be direct and really specify what they really want, their intentions. And probably as a lady, you'll be wondering, maybe I'm thinking too fast. Maybe you are not really going there. And you might actually miss the mark because there'll be competition and someone else actually scores. So I appreciate that.
That's the point.
All right.
It's a competition.
Yes. Adelaide, may you explain to us, did you have a checklist? What made you accept science?
Okay. I wanted someone who would challenge me spiritually. Yeah, I wanted someone whom I can look up to when it comes to spiritual things. Someone who can help me when I'm studying, someone who can study with me. That's what I wanted, but not necessarily a pastor. But when I saw him, I just said, God, he's a pastor. So I just think maybe he's a good guy. Let me just give him a chance just because he's a pastor. That's what happened. Yeah, but I wasn't looking for a pastor. Okay.
No, she had a crush on me. Now it is.
Okay. All right. That's interesting. It was just grace.
Yeah, and I just said maybe for the sake of my salvation, maybe a pastor would do.
Wow. I'm appreciating you not being hesitant of a pastor.
Yeah.
Because sometimes ladies, they're a bit hesitant towards actually having a boyfriend who is a pastor.
Okay, I wasn't hesitant at all.
Wow,
it's the approach that I meant.
Okay, maybe explain about that approach, because especially the gents, they need to be assisted out there.
Yes, it's something that's very unique in the southern hemisphere of our equator. It's not. I don't know how to express this, but fine. She will say, "Pastor, yes, and it's so true. Honestly, you know what? It's a bit not so easy. Pastors at times are associated with different things. Exactly, and when you would approach someone, it's a challenge, because as a pastor, you may not know. Maybe someone will respond to your love just for the sake of the glory associated in quotes, or someone might deny you for the sake of whatever other stories they would have heard about pastors. So also it was not so easy for me. It was a bit scary because you don't know. Yes, you found someone your heart actually really loves, but she may not really accept. Or should she accept, maybe she's in for the glory and the name, in the quotes, and not being genuine. So you will not know now what is it that we're doing here. Exactly. So it's a bit scary. So I'm so also thankful to God for she accepted just being genuine. Yes.
Powerful. I liked the issue of you just being genuine, because us as ladies, we beat around the bush. Adelaide, you probably take 3 weeks just saying, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Oh, I wanna. You know, we have this way of beating around the bush and not really expressing what we actually already know. It's as if we have been cultured that as a lady, it's not really proper for you to express your feelings. I appreciate your authenticity. I do believe that viewers out there, especially the ladies, they've been encouraged and motivated to be genuine. Right. So here we have the two of you now in courtship. What are some of the challenges that you faced?
Okay. Challenges. Of course, there are always challenges in this life.
All right.
Yes, you can't really avoid them. But I think for us, they were not that much. Yeah, we can't really say, hey, with these challenges, with those challenges. With us, it was... Yeah, we can't also say it was a smooth ride. Yes, we can't also, it was a smooth ride. There is adjusting, like you're saying, during courtship, you're trying to learn the other person. We are from different backgrounds. You're trying to understand in the process. There could be misunderstandings. Yeah, something like that. So we can't say there are challenges that would make this whole process to be not a thing that works, but rather it's where you may need to slow down, where you may need to add some speed, where you may need to apply some brakes, where you may need to pick off, because, you know, people are different. Yes, people are different. And what I may see as something that is normal according to me, it may be a different thing with her. And then you will be like, this person doesn't understand. It's not that she doesn't understand. She's also saying he doesn't understand, because we are trying to merge two different worlds into one world. So yeah, that kind of adjusting, exactly, that's what we may say maybe they could have been our big challenges. Financially, of course, yes, because there are things that we would have wanted, and also we could find because maybe of our financial challenges, exactly. But I think those things would range in the space of what's normal. Yes. So, yeah. I don't know.
It's just like you'll be staying with your sibling. What you do with your siblings, you don't get along all the time, but you can't really say we are having challenges with my siblings. Yeah, it's just that you don't get along all the time. There will be just minor misunderstandings. But at the end of the day, you solve them and life goes on.
All right. Powerful. I like the issue that you mentioned initially when you started the show, that you had first a heartbreak.
Okay.
Right. The viewers, especially the youths, I believe they would want to be assisted, because especially coming from that angle that you're first a heartbreak. How did you manage to be untoxic, to be able to be flexible and actually give yourself a new page with Adelaide?
I'll be honest, it was not easy. Yes, it was not easy. You know, there's this aspect of not really trusting. Yes, the person that you have, trying to associate them with other people's failures.
Exactly.
It's not easy. And I would say with me, I think I started on 50% of what I was giving in. I would reserve the other 50% in case there's something that will happen.
Okay.
At least I will be safe. Yes, I will recover. So
I like the honesty.
at least I will recover. I didn't really give in all of mine. I didn't do that. Yes, the 50% to give and 50% reserved in case something happens. Yes, but well, with time, you get to increase the percentage. With time, you say, okay, this person is genuine. This person, you see their friends, you see where she's coming from. You see a lot of things, and that all that starts adding up, increasing the percentage. Yes. So that's what it is.
Okay.
That's what it is. And now it's a different story. Yes, now you see with these little ones. Yeah. These little ones. It's nice. It's been a journey. A miraculous journey. Yes. You are not sure until maybe when you get married. And also when you get married, you get years of stories. So you're trying to follow from a distance.
Okay.
Yeah, until it's like, beyond any doubt, we are now here. So that's what happened.
Wow, thank you so much for that. Thank you.
Yes, that's what happened. Yes, I'm just being honest. Yes, I'm just being honest. Yeah, but well, you will regret later.
Okay.
Yeah, they also regret like, hey, where I was giving the 50%, which I had to just shot up to 100. Okay. This person was just a good person, still a good person, will always be a good person. Wish I had, but also find there are also other limitations. Yeah, maybe finances or what you would have wished to have done.
Okay.
Yes.
So, Pastor Science, as we are now wrapping up and coming to the end of this episode, what are some of the words of advice that you'd want to share to the viewers, be it the youths or even married couples, in short?
I would just want to say, we are human beings and fallen human beings.
Okay.
So we cannot erase a fact that we are not 100% perfect all the time. Yes. We have strengths, we have weaknesses. Yes. So what's really important is to concentrate on your strengths.
Okay.
Concentrate on the brighter side. Yes, that's what is important, both to the youths and to those who are already married. Yes. We cannot fake it, and also don't expect to find an entirely perfect person in this world. You can't find such a human being.
Okay.
And also, it's a matter of also adjusting. You cannot carry your right all the time. You can't also expect your perfection to translate into and vice versa. Yes. So give a room that he is a human being with faults just like myself. So it's a matter of being patient with each other, and also, and what's really important, I would want to underline, is concentrate on the brighter side.
Okay.
Don't spend time on what's negative. Because what's negative is just like acid. It eats you up. And then what? You've lost it. So what's brighter, what's fun, what's interesting in your marriage, in your relationship, concentrate on that. Yes, give your all to that.
Powerful.
As you do that, that which is negative somehow will lose its significance.
Okay.
So that's what I would say. That's what I would say. And besides, life on earth is short. Life on earth is short. So why not enjoy what you can enjoy, what's available?
Okay.
Try to maximize on that because you may live to regret. One thing that's not good is to say, I wish I'd done this. I wish we'd done this. So what you wish to, do it now. If resources, if time, if everything permits, love is not about resources. Love is not about money. Money should come and you direct what money should do.
Okay.
And don't make money direct you on what you are supposed to do. Because once you have money as your boss, it means we'll cease to be functional as a family or as a couple in the absence of money. And be only functional when money is present. So we should be in love. When money comes, we become its boss. We will tell it what to do and send it where we want to do. I think that's what I can say. I don't know if she has something to add. But definitely she has.
So there wasn't, you said you didn't get the question.
Adelaide, we are now wrapping up, coming to the end of this series. I'd posed a question. What advice would you like to share? Would you like to give the viewers out there? Be it young couples who are still in courtship or even pondering upon entering into courtship, or married couples.
Okay, as he has said, life is too short. So let us not dwell on minor things or petty issues. Let's dwell on the positives only. That will help the both of you, whether you are dating, you are married or whatever. That will help the both of you. Don't spend much time dwelling upon things that doesn't matter. Yes.
Powerful. Thank you so much. This is indeed a power couple. Thank you so much.
You can say that again.
You are a power couple.
In capital letters, please.
In capital letters.
Thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. Marandure, it was a delight having you to the show today. Thank you so much for your time. Your testimony has indeed made an impact within us and the viewers tuned in. Thank you so much. Have a beautiful day.
Thank you, and the same to you. Thank you for honoring us.
You're welcome. This marks the end of today's episode, right here on the Story Behind series. Do remember to subscribe, like, share the channel, Show Me God Ministries, and feel free to send in your comments on the comment section below, following the community guidelines. This is Kahleko, your presenter, with the crew behind the scenes. See you next time. Take care.